Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
Yo, this big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yo, man, life of the day is I wake up to trolls, man. Y'all should see my Facebook page. I swear. Y'all got they hype because of the locker room talk is spicy. I'm like, yo, man, I cook shit. And then I was looking at old shit trying to find the footage he asked me to get before I pull up and nah. I couldn't find that shit, but I did find a lot of good conversations. I did go there a lot. It was some fire combos we had there. Y'all should watch the footage with me in the locker room, man. That shit dope. But shout out to his show, but he ain't cooking shit. I got big smoke for the locker room, but I'm not here for that. But I said all I like to say, I wake up the trolls. The Knick fans over there that be pulling up to my page to troll me, mad that the locker room, they like, oh, he cooked you. And I'm like, waking up to this, and I'm like, wow. And so I go to the locker room. I say what I say. I say you wasn't a fan until you was a fan of LeBron. He told me to find the footage. I can't find the footage, but when I pull up, it's smoke. Oh, it's big smoke. Because we're gonna talk about it if we can talk about it. Or I'm gonna be trolling that chat. You might block me, but that's neither here nor there. I'm all about bullshit. That's you know what I mean. That's now that they playoffs, they trying to troll me. I'm the wrong one. I'm vexed. I'm mad. I done gone. Listen, man. I'm not the one. I'm trying to enjoy the playoffs as much as possible. Miami beat the Knicks. That was a good game. I don't know who wins that game, but again, I didn't pull up to talk about that. I'm just like, hey, y'all know this is shit I be waking up to. You know what I'm saying? Waking up, dudes, we wanted the baby. I'm like, God damn. But I'll be cooking shit early. Breakfast. All right. This is why we here. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. That's that dude. Coaching changes the ball, right? We got my favorite guy, Royal Ivy. The one who's answering all of the questions at halftime, Royal Ivy. And we got Jacque Vaughn, a defensive style coach. So, to my knowledge, Royal Ivy was a player development coach. And we all know that Jacque Vaughn is the head coach. Now, I feel like we got to get some basketball minds that know the game. I remember when they was talking about Quinn Snyder when, the Hawks. I mean, not the Hawks. The Utah Jazz gave up on, or decided to part ways. And I just feel like when he got that Atlanta Hawk job, he looked like he's doing the right thing. So coaches make a big difference in winning and losing. You know what I mean, so listen, I feel like Jacque Vaughn has a great opportunity. This is like his fair chance. He did what he could with the playoffs in the last 28 games, and you know what I'm saying, after the trade deadline. And I think, again, when you think about the potential, I think that's the reason why they feel confident in Jacque Vaughn. They was happy we made the playoffs. The fan base, you know what I'm saying, we feel some type of way about the sweep. And listen, man, I hope that my Kyle Bridges do too. I was watching an interview with him, and he was talking about how he felt like he the best player in New York. I forget. I think Point Forward is the name of the podcast. And you know what I'm saying? I'm watching that. I'm like, yeah, you should feel like that. Know what I mean? And he also talks. It's a dope interview, yo. It's really a dope interview. I'm gonna try to show it to y'all. But he talks about that. Talks about the transition from Phoenix to Brooklyn and how he ready to take the starring role. He talks about Jacque Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? And is there a relationship there? Is there a relationship developing there? And I would give it credit. I would give it credit and say yes. I would say Jacque Vaughn is building a relationship for Mikal Bridges to be the number one guy. Okay. Word. Word. All right, cool. So, I think they serious about Cam Johnson too in the coaching situation, having them together and seeing how they could do it as far as being competitive. How competitive can the twins be? What could they do together? Me personally, I seen the chemistry on quite a few plays. They play well together. They definitely need a point to break down. They need a scoring. They need Cam Thomas at the point. Yeah, man. You can't put. You could. I don't like Mikal Bridges at the 2. I want to see him at the 3. Honestly, you know, I feel like Jacque Vaughn definitely going to need to build relationships with players and do right by them when it come down to minutes. You know, and I'm curious to see as a coach how he opens up the roster on a regular basis. How many times does he have 10 man rotations, 9 man rotations? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we seeing that? Did we see that when we watched that? We didn't see that. I think a coach is confident and trusts his system and style of winning more than he might trust a player, and that's fine. But if you trust the system and you could get your players, teammates, your guys to buy into this system, you can win with these guys. Like, seriously win with them. And I want y'all to know that there's potential. And anytime a head coach has assistant head coach experience, and then you get the front office tell you you're the guy, you our guy. That's what they gave him the contract before the season, before the playoffs. So that was huge, a huge commitment to Jacque Vaughn, and I think we take a step in the right direction. Even if y'all disagree, want to debate with me about who's the better coach in Ime and Jacque Vaughn, or who's the better candidate in Jacque Vaughn than anybody else for head coach, I like the commitment to the coach more than a free agent. When it comes to commitment from team, front office to coaching players, where should it go first? The front office should commit to a player or the coach first. We seen players get coaches fired. But do coaches get players traded? Possibly. I mean, it got to go both ways. What we talking about? Right? But what's good? You got to know who's cohesive, who's teammates. You got us complaining about not having nastiness and grittiness. Like, we didn't know rebound was a problem, and then we had a situation where the best rebounder wasn't even getting majority of the minutes. He got some minutes, but how you expect him to be cohesive when you know who he played with is sitting on the bench? You want to maximize the best rebounder right now, currently, without the roster changing. You put Cam Thomas in next to Day'Ron Sharpe and let them work. They got chemistry. I won't say the same way Mikal Bridges and Twin or Cam Johnson do, but it's a close second. Cam Thomas and Day'Ron Sharpe chemistry is a close second to Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. I said that. What up with the debate though? Yo, like, what's good, man? I should have tagged in this fan, man. to see if they want to debate what I'm saying, because I feel absolutely right about what I'm talking about. Like, I don't feel like I missed nothing. Word. Like, I'm on wild point. Like, for real. But, that's just me being me. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it for what it is. We're going to be a competitive team. The only way we do that is if we focus on the chemistry side of the ball and commit to having teammates for more than one season. Every season, we can't be like, oh, just going to get new teammates. Like, it's not a video game, man. You can't, you don't expect to win like that. You might keep fans entertained, but we ain't going to feel like we're going to win unless, I vlog like that. I vlog like you need chemistry to win. I vlog like we need player development from the G League to the rookies and the young guys and developing them as players and not trying to microwave a win. And why is it that, you got to realize one of the strongest things about the front office is the draft and be able to select talent and get guys, whoever that guy is. The talent select guy. Him. I was talking to Big Tone about that on his stream the other day. I was listening to him say it yesterday too. I just think that these guys show you that they deserve minutes. They should get minutes. And, imagine the productivity of a player is what determines minutes. If a player can give me 43 plays and 40.3, if I'm a coach and a player, he give me 40 points but shooting at a high clip, and he can do that 3 games in a row, I am finding a way to win with him. He is not the problem. And this is what I'm saying. I'm glad I got you here. If y'all listening to this, I want you to hear me very clearly about what I am about to say. When it comes down to players, quality, and talent, we do it by what? Playing both sides of the ball. That's a two-way player. Then you got one side of the ball, which is probably a 3-and-D player, right? And then you got another side of the ball where he's a scorer, right? Like Cam Thomas. So let's just use those 3 for IE, right? So now you got Cam Thomas, who's dominant on the scoring side of the ball. But you can't, but no, fuck that. There's a way to win with him, especially if you're a defensive style coach. Pick and rolls between Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson makes sense. Pick and rolls, you want nastiness and grittiness, get Naz Reid. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He played for the Wolves, and what they did, trust me, he gotta be mad. If he wasn't injured, then they did him a disservice. As a matter of fact, they did Naz Reid a disservice by doing the Rudy Gobert trade in the first place. They did Naz Reid a disservice because he could have came off of the bench and had Walker Kessler next to him playing a good brand of basketball. But those are Timberwolves' problems, not ours. I'm just saying, Naz Reid can become a Brooklyn Nets because of it. We could commit to Naz Reid having a bigger role than he did when he played for the Wolves. And that's the nastiness and grittiness that they was talking about. Shout out to Camp Lamb. Camp Lamb says, I think Cameron Thomas is going to get traded. Love. I can't debate you on that. As much as I don't want it to happen, I won't debate you on that. So, as much as Cam Thomas is my favorite player, and I watched him from the summer league before he started with the Brooklyn Nets, I watched him hoop. I watch him, and anytime he really got minutes, significant minutes, he always had a good brand of basketball. And I was surprised that he didn't have a bigger role in his second season. So when I see stuff like this, as much as I want to debate it, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly think that he should start at the 2 guard, have Dinwiddie at the 1 if we keep him, Mikal Bridges at the 3, Cam Johnson at the 4, and Nick Claxton at the 5. Ain't no way Dorian Finney-Smith's supposed to start over Cam Thomas for the simple fact his defense. DFS defense will have to be dominant. I mean, we holding teams to 20 to 25 points in the first quarter dominant. Or start Cam Thomas. Period. Like, I'm not even trying to get excited about that. That's what it is. Excuse me. So, that being said, listen, man, it is what it is. But when it come down to coaching, trust me, we should see a difference. Because the guys that they parted with were responsible for the offense. I guarantee it. Whoever was responsible for, I see you Sixers. We good. We healed up. I see y'all playing a good brand of basketball. I seen it. Oh, I didn't really see the game. I heard the game. Yeah, I heard Harden went off. He hit a step back 3. You know what I mean? But whatever. This is the second round. You know, but y'all playing a good brand of basketball. I won't knock y'all. But yeah, man. You know, we building with Mikal Bridges, and I like what he's doing. You know, I like what he's doing. I like the whole narrative behind him and who he is and what he is to the Philadelphia 76ers and what he means to the Brooklyn Nets and this opportunity for him. You know, for him, this opportunity could show how he played every role in the NBA as a teammate. He came off of the bench and was the perimeter. He was the 3-and-D guy, you know. And because of that, led the league last season or for a period of time from the corner 3-pointer because he was a 3-and-D guy in the Suns. I mean, he developed more offense when, you know, I think Booker was sidelined and with an injury, and you know, he got more attempts at the basket. And he was scoring the ball. He got a midi. He said his favorite player, KD. I don't know, but I mean, and he got a game. I like KD, that midi, and if he stick with that midi, I see success. It's an art that needs to always be expressed, and to see Mikal Bridges and with that midi, it's definitely a bridge to for him being a great player, you know, consistently, you know, because sometimes the mid range is an IQ shot, just to fake the defender out because he only think you're gonna take a 3 or go to the basket, but it says a lot as far as the IQ of a player using the midi because now all of that space between the paint and the 3-pointer, you are a threat to the defense, and they gotta respect your pump fake. And a player like Mikal Bridges, they gotta respect his pump fake. Word. He said what? He said, "Stop." He not going to the Sixers. They already did him bad. You hold on. You know the storyline. The story goes they drafted him, traded him to the Suns away from his family, far away. All his neighbors, everybody. Well, he probably had his first date over there, you know. And they sent him to the Phoenix, hot cactus. What? It was hot. Breeze. I don't know. I never been to Phoenix, but listen. All I can tell you is all I can tell you is when it come down to Mikal Bridges explaining it for himself, he was mad. Trust me. I seen the interview. He was explaining. He was telling me how tight he was. Not me, but just the interview guy. He was like, "Yo, yeah, I was tight. I was so mad. You know what I mean?" He was like, "Yo, I never been that mad in my life, and I need my guy, my Bridges, to use that as fuel. Yeah, use that as fuel for you to become a better player, to face Philly and sweep them in the playoffs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want him to build off that. You know, don't forget that. You know, keep that uncomfortable, make it a chip on your shoulder or whatnot. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Like, don't let get comfortable with it. Don't get comfortable with it. Do something about it. And if Brooklyn Nets fans got your back, we know you want to do something about that. You ain't gonna let that slide. Mikal Bridges ain't gonna let that slide. Him, Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton. That's a young bunch that could rumble. If you rumble, young man, rumble. You got Nick Claxton in his 4th year. You got Cam Johnson, probably the oldest, and he'd be 28. You put Cam Thomas in there in his 3rd year, you know he hungry. And you put Spencer Dinwiddie in there for veteran. I think he's 30. He's the oldest. So, yeah, I respect it. Hopefully, we'll see though. Kwaku Ghana, hope I said that right. Said Christian Wood, Dylan Brooks, anyone? Christian Wood, yes. Dylan Brooks, no. Christian Wood because he could help with rebounding, and he keep the defense honest, you know. And we need a big man that could keep the defense honest, where they can't cheat. You know what I'm saying? They leave him open for three. They probably go to the bench after that. You heard? So that's just my opinion. But he said, damn, Dylan Brooks got released by Memphis. He's no good. God damn, I ain't surprised though. I ain't even surprised. But I don't think he helped our team. I think Christian Wood does. I don't think Dylan Brooks do. I think Dylan Brooks, he, like I said, I'm done. Trae Young, nah. I think after he solidified himself in Atlanta, I think he wanna, always compete with them. You know what I mean? I think that it's something special about a player doing well that came straight from the draft to the team. That's a thing still, right? To want to stay with the team that drafted you, right? I think you get that in Trae Young. I think he stays in Atlanta. So, yeah. Dame Lillard, nah. Automatically, I'm not with it. Too much pressure on him. And as much as he may feel like he can handle pressure, that's a lot of money to swing to a point guard when he's not going to help us where we hurt the most in rebounding. Dame Lillard is a good rapper and a good basketball player, maybe overall. And right. But he does not help with rebounding. Not putting all that money into a guy not helping us with rebounding. I give that money to Looney before I give it to Dame Lillard. Yeah, I said that. We need somebody like Looney. See how many boards he be getting? We need that. They gonna break that Cleveland team up after what I seen. Kwaku Ghana said Cam Thomas. Yeah, Cam Thomas, I think he is an electric scorer. I think he's an electric scorer. I'm keeping Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal improved from Kwaku Ghana said. Who you keeping DFS on there? And again, I'm telling you, I'm definitely keeping Royce the right choice. Just for off the strength that he did things he never did in Utah. Like he was breaking records. You feel me? Like he was, you know, he had a triple double. He had two putbacks that helped us win. I was listening to the game and they explained like he never did that in Utah. So yeah, he was making history over here with the Brooklyn Nets. I'm definitely will keep uh, Royce O'Neal. And, we had a larger sample size of what Royce O'Neal could do because he started with us. And all of the stats that make DFS look good happened in Dallas because he didn't play a good brand of basketball with the Brooklyn Nets. He missed a lot of 3-pointers. So I think he, you know what I mean, didn't dominate on defense. And if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Royce O'Neal for real. And I like DFS, but I don't think the Brooklyn Nets want to trade him after 28 games. I think they want to work with him. You know, I don't think they want to hold him to that. I think they're confident that he could play better than what he has shown in those 28 games. Honestly, that's how I feel. Um, he said Royce. He said Royce and Neal is trash in Cincinnati. Nah, I don't think they trash. I think they couldn't handle that offensive responsibility that was asked of them, and that's why I did the show with the show because they let go of those coaches. All those coaches they let go of was responsible for the offense. Let me say that to you, man. That's the truth. You want to know that all of those coaches that left and parted with the Brooklyn Nets, those were the guys that was, you know, saying pick and roll with Dinwiddie and Royce O'Neal and didn't shoot the ball with 20 seconds on the clock. Or not 20 seconds, but like at least 14 seconds. You definitely get a better play than that. That's a desperation shot to me. That is not a go-to play. Thinking that Spencer Dinwiddie and Royce O'Neal is a go-to play, that's like the third offensive set. Like if we try these first two things and they don't work, then we'll set a pick and roll for Spencer and Royce O'Neal. You gotta put offensive guys out there. Royce O'Neal is a defensive guy. He's an intangible guy, hustle guy, gritty guy. You know, that's the guy that's not supposed to be taking 9 3-pointers. That's not on Royce O'Neal. That's on the coach. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold that down. Shout out to Kwaku. Shout out to Big Tone. What up? What up, Big Tone? Kwaku Ghana. He said, "You think Joe Harris goes? Please, please." And I wanted to say this, and I hope I'm gonna clip this and send this to the Brooklyn Nets so they know I mean right by Joey. Joey should play on the West Coast. Joey should play on the West Coast, man. I don't know where exactly, but a player like Joey would shine on the West Coast, in my opinion. You know, honestly. I think we need to trade Joe. I don't think we should keep Joe. I think this solidified it. What in Milwaukee, we gave him a chance after Milwaukee, and we see what he did in these playoffs. After this, you know, I will have to part ways with Joey. As a fan, Joey, respectfully, this is where what I'm saying. As a Nets fan, I gotta say, if they traded Joey, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? He did as much as he could while he was here. He had his run and he had his where he played good basketball. But now it's just probably not a good look right now. You know what I mean, for him to play for the Brooklyn Nets no more. Um, and I only say that because we gave him the bag out of Jarrett Allen, Karis LeVert, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Now, y'all might not be fanning Dinwiddie right now, and even Karis LeVert or Jarrett Allen out of the four. But when I look back for this team, the better fit for the four players, not the better talent, but the better fit for the Brooklyn Nets right now will be Jarrett Allen. You know, Jared Allen might be soft, but Nick Claxton not. He would have been a great offset. And the reason why I was upset with the front office because I felt like Jared Allen was a great draft pick, and you can get commitment from draft picks before you can get commitment from free agents. And I think that's the lesson learned from the free agent. I mean, from the front office. Don't trust these free agents, man. They could say a lot, but tables could turn, easily. Shout out to Big Tone, man. Throw a link in the chat for my guy, man. I want to hear what he got to say about tonight game. To keep it real with you, if he's still there, I definitely want to hear what he gonna say about tonight game. Facts. But yeah, man, I think Jacque Vaughn is a defensive style coach, and he need help on offense. Yo, don't do that. I'm not even gonna post that. Nah, man. He said heat sweet, baby. Okay. Respectfully. Yo, Big Tone, you can hear me? Yeah, but you sound low. Let me turn on my volume.
No, it's probably me. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you way better.
There
Yeah,
you go. Yeah, it was my mic. What's up, nephew?
chilling, man. I mean, you tell me, man. Y'all ready for tonight? What's up, Jimmy playing?
Man, Jimmy, if Jimmy had two broken legs, wasn't nothing gonna stop that motherfucker from playing. Jimmy ain't built like that, bro. You have to. He literally would have to not get on that, be able to get on that floor and not to play. But he was in shoot around and stuff. So I look, like I said on my stream, I'm hoping he don't play, but
right.
I don't see him not playing. So it is what it is with Jimmy. He probably end up playing, man, because he was out there and shoot around. He was out there in uniform and stuff, and I can see him playing because that's just who he is, bro. Then he was in New York trolling Knicks and shit, walking around New York trolling Knicks.
Oh, Knicks fans.
Yeah,
nice.
That's just who this dude is, man. So that's why I say he probably end up playing.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, Big Tone. I feel like y'all did what y'all was supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Always try to get
I don't think y'all should risk Jimmy, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, especially if Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle don't play. I heard they not even playing. You know what? I don't know if they playing.
Yeah, I just heard this. Yeah, I get ready to say I just heard Brunson. Now I knew what was going on with with Randall, but what's happening with Brunson? I just heard this morning they're talking about he's probable or something.
Yeah,
what happened?
What I mean, they said something with his ankle. I don't know exactly what happened. There wasn't no play and nothing like that. He ain't say nothing about it. I don't know to be honest.
Right.
I didn't see the press conference. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it is what it is, man. We don't give a fuck if all of them play. I mean, we come to do what we supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean that's it. Like I said,
I'm telling you I want you to I'm inviting you to the podcast. It's at 11 a.m. on Saturdays. This KVN who run the city, the podcast.
And is that Eastern time? Is that Eastern our time?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm saying that because I told him, I said, what you think about Gabe Vincent? He was talking spicy. He a Knick blogger.
Oh, okay.
He got a show called Knicks and Edge. That's my guy T Time.
Okay.
And I said, yo, y'all gonna guard Gabe, what y'all got for Gabe Vincent? He said, we ain't worried about Gabe. We ain't worried about. You should have heard him.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, haters, all of them. Not just not just Knicks fans. Now I understand Knicks fans. I'm expecting them to do that. You understand? But other team fans, who we ain't even playing, and just haters of Miami. But trust me, they're saying the exact same thing that the Knicks fans saying.
Yo, so can I ask you a question?
Come on, man. You can ask me a question.
In the out of point guards, and just in your opinion, in the Eastern Conference, not even the whole league, where you fit Gabe Vincent at?
Right now?
Yeah, right now, from the beginning of the season to right now.
Right now, with what he's been doing, I'm gonna go top 5.
Word?
Oh yeah, DDM. See, y'all. That's why I say when people, you gotta watch the game. Don't I keep telling y'all
No,
stop.
I didn't watch. I
No,
didn't
no,
see
no.
it.
I ain't talking right. I'm not. I ain't talking about specifically you. I'm just talking about people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they have a tendency of doing, and I get on Mookie and them and all them about this. They have a tendency of going by stats. They don't watch the game, but
Right.
what they do when the game over, they'll go straight to the stats and say, "Oh, Gabe Vincent only had 6 points and 1 for 8 shooting or 1 for 10 shooting. Oh, he garbage." No, but did you see the game?
Yeah. No, I give you
Did
that,
you
big
see
talk.
Did you see the effect that he have on the game?
Yeah,
Did you
yo,
see the
big,
lockdown
yeah,
that he did on a certain player?
yeah.
See, that changed the
There you go.
game.
Yeah.
You feel
Hell
me?
yeah. Hell
You
yeah.
can't always go, and that's what I tell them. You can't always go by the stats. And the
Right.
crazy thing is, here's the crazy thing with them, people like them. They only go by stats when it fits their narrative. Because if it don't fit their narrative, you will never hear them bring up stats.
Right. But Pete, Big Tone, I was seeing the stat the other day, not a stat, but a stat with PJ Tucker. He was on the floor for 37 minutes for the Philadelphia 76ers, didn't take one shot attempt.
Exactly.
Now, what I'm saying is that's the difference from watching the box score and watching the game. Now, when you watch the game, you know exactly why PJ Tucker was out there for 37 minutes.
Exactly.
But if you watch the box score, you don't understand that. You feel what I'm saying?
You don't understand. You think he ain't do nothing.
Exactly. See, there you go.
You think he didn't do nothing if you only go by that box score. Exactly. You watch the game, you see that PJ made a big effect in that game in lockdown and what he did out there on that floor. But that's what I tell these guys, man. But, this is how they built their streams, with that one-dimensional. But like I said, here's the hypocrisy of it. The hypocrisy of it is they only use stats and shit when it fits their narrative. See, they're not consistent with it. If they want to get on the nets, well, they'll go to the net, they'll go to the stats, and they'll look for something that benefit their argument, whatever they're making that argument for that moment, and they'll use that. But what they won't do is use the benefit of what Nets did good, because that don't fit their narrative. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what I started doing? I started asking questions more than saying it, in a sense, like I'm telling you. So this is what I was doing on the podcast. So I'm asking him about Gabe Vincent. You know what I mean? I'm asking him about Jimmy Butler and the whole relationship with him and Tommy Thibodeau with Minnesota and Chicago. And you know what I'm saying? I'm asking him these things. I'm not telling him nothing.
Right.
And I'm saying, like, what I learned is, when you blog, you better be careful what you say. Like I did, you know what I mean? Walk back some shit I said. I ain't going front. But that always happens because I'm maybe too over optimistic, or you know what I mean. So again, I'm only saying that to say, again, you gotta give credit to the opponent. You can't think that you can't think that just because your team is your team. You gotta see it both ways.
Both ways.
Like yeah, I'm biased, but I gotta see it both ways. You know what I mean? But
now me, the old school that I am, I don't give credit till after the season. I don't give nobody. Hey, that's just me now. I'm telling you the old school.
No, you didn't say that though.
Yeah. I don't give nobody credit for nothing. Now, they can beat us 1,000 to 1. I ain't giving nobody credit until after the season over.
Yeah, now, that's what I'm saying.
When you ask me that same question when the season over, then I'm gonna break down. Boy, they beat Al to the white meat. Man, that motherfucker, this person was, man, this dude was good. But that's just the old school thing in me. That's not me disrespecting the opponent or nothing like that. That's just the old school to me, that you always, as long as this season going on, man, that's the old school I came up from. But now after the season over, because, and especially now that these streams, because in my day we didn't have these streams and shit, there was no YouTube and all this shit. You understand what I'm saying? But after the season over, then we have that same sports conversation. Then we break down, man, look, man, they whipped out. You know what I mean? This boy, we just ain't had no answer for this person or that person, man. They really took it to us. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But as long as the game's going on, bro, everybody garbage. If it ain't Miami Heat, everybody garbage. And that's not personal. And that's why I tell motherfuckers, I don't discriminate. All 29 teams is garbage until after the season. Then I'll break down what team was good and what team was not good, what team beat the hell out of us, just had a better game plan or whatever the case. But that's just the old school in me. Now, when we playing, one thing I don't do, and I told the Boston kids, I told everybody, all the fans, you don't look past your opponent, bro. That's what I told Mark now with Boston. They on there before the series even started. Oh, we can't wait to get Miami in the Eastern Conference. Hold, bro. Hold. First of all, Miami not playing Boston. We playing the Knicks. We got to deal with the Knicks. I don't jump. I don't disrespect my opponent, bro. Hold on now.
That part.
Yeah. No, see, that's y'all problem. You just think Boston, and then look what happened. Sixers went in there and bust y'all head to the white meat. See,
damn, yo, I ain't know how it was gonna go off like that.
Yeah, but that's disrespecting. Look, I tell Mookie and I tell all of them, don't y'all think that these guys, these players and all not listening to these streams, right? And of course they are listening also to the mainstream when the mainstream is doubting them and disrespecting them and Milwaukee gonna walk through Miami, Milwaukee gonna demolish Miami, they're gonna sweep Miami. Yeah, don't you think Jimmy and them and the team is not listening to that? See, they got listeners too on these streams.
Yeah.
See, so when you disrespect, that's only fueling them to go out there, to even play harder than what they probably would have played in the first place. And look what happened. We demolished them garbage ass bastards.
Damn.
See? Yeah, we demolished them bastards. See?
Yo, that's what I wanted to ask you. What you thought about Gabe Vincent holding his own versus Jalen Brunson? Because that matchup, I thought Brunson will win, hands down. Right.
But see, that's just it. Underestimating.
It was because he been playing so good, and I didn't know nothing about Gabe Vincent for real.
Exactly. See,
but
here's the reason,
serious, man.
No, and here's the reason why Gabe earned the starting role. Gabe is a 6'2", 6'1". I think they round him off at 6'2". Point guard. Now he's still learning in the point guard. Trust me, when we first got him, he undrafted. See, this is another thing. Undrafted player, the recruiter, seeing shit that we didn't see. We don't know nothing. We don't have that eye. So, when we got him, remember, Gabe been here since 2020. He was there when we went to the finals. He's been there with us since 2020, undrafted. So he's learning. He was learning, he constantly learning. Then last year, he really earned his spot because when Jimmy, Bam, Kyle, we had like 5-6 starters go down. So they earned their spot. And when they earned their spot, as they went out there on that field, they learned. See, they learned and took advantage of the situation, took advantage of the opportunity that they had, and they just didn't take it for granted. They constantly learned, and he, you know what I'm saying? And he always was a 3-point. He always was a sniper. That's one of the reasons why they got him. He was a young sniper in college and then they, he didn't get drafted and in summer league. So that's one of the reasons why they got him, and they know that they can use. And then he was feisty. He's a pest. If you watch him, bro, he's a pest. This young dude, he would take on the biggest, and that's who he is. So that's his mentality. That's his fight. That's his gut. So him getting that starting role and doing what he was doing, bro. See, it only shocked people who haven't been watching the Miami Heat. If you've been watching the Miami Heat play, this wouldn't be no shock to you.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't watching him. That's the truth. And when I'm looking at the stats, he had 25 and 2 boards, right?
Right.
So that's impressive. I look at Brunson, he had 25, 7, and 5, but that's still impressive though.
Exactly. For undrafted player. Remember now, undrafted player coming from the summer league. See, people still miscalculated on where this man came from. See, he literally came from the summer league. See, undrafted. So that means he wasn't even good enough to be in the NBA. And then he in here starting in the playoffs, starting and doing what he doing.
Yo, I'm not gonna front, man. I listen again. I didn't watch a lot of the Heat games for me to expect that. And I seen Brunson putting in a lot of work. You know, they the same city, so you know what I'm saying. I pay attention to it. And I got the podcast, so I heard about it a lot, even if I don't see it.
And that's the same way with Caleb.
Yeah,
Caleb Martin also.
What about I would say you know, Max Strus played good defense on RJ in that second half.
Yeah, and now Max
I seen him board RJ shit. I said, dang.
He picking up his shit because again, he came in as a shooter first because he was a sniper as well, like Duncan. But Duncan, they had two left foot. You understand what I'm saying? The defense, they still was learning as far as defense. They couldn't keep nobody in front of them. But because of our system and our zone system, we was able to keep them out there with their sniper ability to hide their deficiencies on the defensive side. That's why we
was a better coach than Tommy Thibodeau, man.
Automatic, bro.
Listen, but hold on. So I was listening to this Knicks fan, right? So you know they mad at me because I'm trolling them, but like I said, I don't give a flying.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? My team is out the playoffs. I'm trolling everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm Don Trolleone out here. Like I'm out here, so you know what I mean.
Just like they would be.
Yeah, I'm ruffling their feathers or whatever. But you know, they didn't expect Gabe Vincent to do what he did. That's for one. And I'm saying all that to say for coaching styles, the beautiful thing about what I seen about Spo in that first half is to see Tommy T's game plan. He took everything Tommy T was going to do, let it work in the first half just to shut it down in the second half. I said, wow. See, this is what I'm saying. When I was going back and forth with the locker room saying that coaching is more than 15%.
Man, he don't know. That motherfucker, trust me, bro. That boy don't know nothing about no basketball, bro.
That's that whole style of countering what Tommy T did is, that whole Big Tone, that whole style of countering what Tommy T did was what he did, that was more than 15% of the reason why y'all won that game.
Exactly. I went back and heard the little clip that he I think either you put up there or he put. I think it was I seen it on the YouTube, so I just clicked on it because I seen that it was you saying, talking to this bum. But he's a Bronnyite, bro. He's a cultist. This dude don't know nothing about no basketball, bro.
No, man. He called himself calling me out because I called him a fanboy, and I was like,
that's what he is.
But see what he took it there with again. I asked him, I said, you should tread lightly, and I think people thought that was humor, but the truth is that I keep receipts too. Now I'm not as good as him as clipping it and having it ready with the video footage and all that. Right. But if my memory serves me correct, he told me he was a LeBron fan, so whatever team LeBron go to, he go to. So that's the whole reason why I called him a fanboy, because he called me a fanboy, and I had to let him know in fanhood there's a dip with fanboys, and there's, you know what I'm saying, and then there's who rep the fanhood. The ones who rep the fanhood represent the whole team.
You know what? That's a good way to put it, bro. And I never actually thought of that till now. Because I've been surrounded by nothing but LeBron supporters, bro, in the past 48 damn hours telling me that this and that and the third is going to happen to Steph Curry. And once Steph Curry put a foot in LeBron's ass one more time,
they're going to make an excuse, though.
Of course they're going to make an excuse. They're going to have a built-in excuse ready.
It's pre-written. It's already
Of course it's pre-written.
That's one thing about the fanboys, bro. That's one thing about the fanboys. All their shit is already pre-written for when they cult leader lose.
Right, of course.
Trust me,
of course, because they done did so much worshiping, they forgot to look at all the facts.
Exactly.
They forgot to look at all the factors and why it's gonna happen the way it happening. The Lakers didn't play no damn body.
They
didn't play no damn body. That's one. Two. They've been living at the damn free throw line. Most of it, come on.
Hold on. Is it fair to say it was LeBron versus Dylan Brooks?
No, it wasn't LeBron versus Dillon Brooks.
But they're gonna tell you that.
They're gonna tell you that because, but here's the thing.
You said they ain't play nobody, and I'm saying that I think again, and that's what I was trying to get on Players Choice. That shit hard to get on. Shout out to Players Choice, but what I wanted to say is the shit that the Grizzlies talk, the Kings is really like that. They really the next team behind Golden State, not the Grizzlies.
Here's the thing:
Kings is 5 times better than the Memphis, bro. Memphis have no discipline. They're just a bunch of young dumb hotheads, and the coach is even worse than them.
That's exactly what it is. He hit it right on the money.
Yep, the coach is even worse than them. That's why there's no control over there. That's why a motherfucker like Dillon Brooks is able to say dumb shit and just disrespectful, and because all of them young. That's why they do all that dumbass dancing. Haven't won nothing. Haven't did nothing. Oh, we not worrying about nobody. See, disrespect. What we just talked about before nephew came on. Disrespecting your opponent. I don't care if you don't like your opponent. But one thing you don't do is disrespect your opponent. Now and especially you who never won shit.
And the thing is, and I add on to that, if you go and disrespect your opponent, you better put a foot in their ass.
You better put a foot in their ass, exactly.
You better put a foot in their ass because everybody gonna come at you with all the receipts. But here's the thing: this is not about the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies issue is over. Yeah, this is about how carried the Los Angeles Lakers have been since the goddamn trade deadline, and ain't nobody noticed it but me.
Oh, no. I guarantee you wouldn't know one because you got another one here notice it.
Man.
This is all facts, bro. And here's the thing: you're gonna have all of these LeBron supporters, mind you, in that closeout game when they beat Memphis by 40. Right. LeBron don't play; they still win the game. They still win the game. LeBron had 22 and 18 turnovers in the series, and they talking about impactful. It was nothing impactful about it.
And they're not gonna bring up his turnovers. They're not going to bring up his non-defense ass. The only thing they're going to do is point out what points he had and what rebounds he has. They're never going to bring up the deficiencies of this dude. And then
she was 19% from the three-point line and 47%. He only shot 47% from the field goal for runouts and layups.
Nephew, what I tell you, they only use stats when it benefits their narrative.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
You know, what I will say is, I've been wrong, and I had to push back on stuff I said, but not every time. And that's what I'll be saying. Right. Like, I don't mind saying I was wrong because, shit, I am sometimes. You know what I mean? So that's just part of the game, if you ask me. You know what I mean? You got to walk it back sometimes.
They got over
facts. I've been sharp lately. Besides the Nets getting swept, I didn't see that coming.
Look, Breeze. Listen, I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna park my car, and I gotta get up and I gotta get back to work. Listen, when it comes to these LeBron fans, you just gotta wait for the fall. That's when you come in. That's all I'm doing. You wait. I'm gonna wait for the fall, and then I'm gonna elbow drop all they monkey asses. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm jumping right off the top rope. I'm piling on when he fails.
Right.
That's what I do because I'm surrounded by nothing but they invited me yesterday. I invited to the stream everybody 30 and under. I know they all LeBron supporters. I'm like, you know what? Let me get the hell up out of here, man, because this ain't gonna work.
They ain't no Laker fans. Just like locker room. Ain't nothing about him, Laker fan. He's a LeBronian. He's a cultist. He's what we call a cultist, bro.
He got a good following, but that's because of the LeBron support. Breeze, we gonna catch up again, bro. Yo, I'm gonna park this car, get back to work, man. I had to go pick up some tools,
be safe, man.
I'm gonna holler at y'all, family.
All right,
later, yeah.
Peace. But yeah, man, this dude to not think is only 15% coaching. What are you talking about? It's the coaching, man, who you depend on to make the right transitions, to make the right subs, and at the right time, the right call, the timeouts.
Facts. 15%.
But you know what's funny? But you know what's funny about him? He'll tell you that it's only 15% coaching. But soon as Lakers lose, he'll blame 100% on Darvin Ham.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
You notice that? It's only 15% coaches what he tell you, but when they lose, it's 100% Darvin Ham coach.
That's valid. You know.
I thought you said it was only 15%.
Right. You so mad over 15%.
On 15%. You see the hypocrisy?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, see, it's fast talk. He's that intellectual fast talk Negro. See, that's who Locker Room is. He's an intellectual fast talk. Right. See, and because it's his stream, he has the control where he can mute you and make it seem that he's making sense to you. He talk over you. You see, he hit these buttons. Right. You know, these buttons, these sounds. See, he's able to do that on his stream. See, y'all got to understand these guys and how they work. See, I peeped that from the first day I listened to him, bro. From the first day I started listening to him. First of all, I say, oh, this another LeBron cultist. And then I just start listening to him and see how he did. And then even before you did, so we had somebody on his stream.
No,
had
I
that
used to hear
somebody had that coaching situation thing, and he said the same thing. And then I don't go on there no more now. But and I'm listening to him. I said 15%. I said okay. And then I'm hearing as soon as Lakers lose, you 100% blame Darvin Ham.
Word.
Well, you go from 15 to 100?
You see
the hypocrisy
right there. Yeah, exactly.
But it's fast talking. See, it's fast talking. And he used to delete his streams when mother called him out on his stream. He used to delete them. Now,
see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was on the show the other day. He was like, yo, find the footage. And then I tried to find the footage, but it's hard to find that footage, man. Like, and again, all I wanted to say was, and I wasn't trying to call him out on it. I say, yo, you calling me a fanboy, but you a fanboy if you just following the player. There's a difference between. So let's not make this personal between me and him. Let's just talk about fanhood. There's bandwagon fans, there's fanhood guys, then there's fanboys. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro.
So shout out to my guy that I won't say his name, but he a fan of one player that used to play on the team. He ain't on the team, so it's player lost on that other team. I trolled him.
Oh, you got to.
Like, no, man. I'm out here, man.
You cannot let them go, bro. See, one time I used to do that, let them go out. See, I'll prove them right. No, you can't let these dudes go because they jump from stream to stream, bragging on their cult leader. They do all that bragging. Then when their cult leader lose, you don't see them for a couple of days. So you got to call them out. You got to stream. You got to call these people out, bro.
Yeah.
Because when they win, they're on every stream. They're on your stream talking mess and all that. But the second they lose or the second their hero don't play like he bragged on that hero to play, see, you can't find him. So you got to call them out, bro. And I'm going to tell you, back in my day, bro, if you was a fanboy, if you was only a fan of the player and not the team, you wouldn't even welcome in our conversation.
Right. So hold on. Let's get to it because again, I'm not gonna be over here just talking spicy about nobody. Right. Let me be specific. You were a Laker fan before LeBron got to the team, correct?
Right. Who, me?
No, I'm just saying.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
if he's not a fanboy, that means he was a Laker fan before LeBron James came to the team.
Exactly.
So
that's how it's supposed to be.
That's my misunderstanding. Right. I don't know. I never seen no footage of him talking about other Lakers in the light where he sounded like a fan of them before LeBron got there. Maybe it missed me, but since you so good at pulling up footage, pull up some footage about you and the Lakers before, or show me some footage. You like to take pictures and all that. Show me some pictures with you. You know what I'm saying? At the Laker game in a Robert Horry jersey or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, whatever, man. So again, man, like
and that's it. But prove me wrong. I'm calling you a fanboy. Now you say you're not. So you've been on here longer than me. That's how you tell them. Well, you've been on here. I know you can pull up a stream where you only talked about Lakers and not LeBron.
I think he started last summer. You know what I'm saying? When I first went up there, he just started. But again, I remember that stream where he was going back and forth. He was like, yo, he was talking about LeBron this, LeBron that. I don't remember him being a fan of no team. I'm saying, it's just the choice of words. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And he know how to play with the words.
Yeah, but why he shouldn't have said fanboy? That was the whole thing. He could have been good until he said that. That's fanboy. A fanboy is this, and this is fanhood. So now we just talking about different fans. There's bandwagon fans. So there's a bandwagon fan. Like you was only a fan of the Brooklyn Nets because KD was here. Now KD not here.
And I'm still got my stream exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get it.
They old Ghost Town, all them old goalers, because they're fanboys too. You what you call Miss LeBron. First of all, you ever hear me talk about LeBron now that he gone from Miami, bastard? You don't hear me mention LeBron. I talk about Miami Heat.
Right.
I talk about Jimmy because Jimmy played for Miami, and this is what I tell him. I said, bro, you a Jimmy fanboy. I say, you damn sure I am. I'm 100% Jimmy fanboy. Why I'm a Jimmy fanboy? Because Jimmy got a Miami Heat uniform on.
Right. But hold on, Big Tone, before I go, because I'm about to dip, but I'm glad you're here. You're actually the perfect person I wanted to speak to about it. The Brooklyn Nets. We dropped some guys that was on the coaching staff, and we about to make room for new guys. Right. So when I'm asking you, well, first, this is what I said about it. I said that those guys that they parted with was they were instrumental in the offensive side of the ball. Okay. And they missed. So that we want to get some guys that are basketball minds that knows the offensive side of the ball. I think that's the direction that the Brooklyn Nets is going to. Jacque Vaughn is a defensive style coach.
Right.
You know, and Royal Ivey, he's like the player development coach. He's the coach that we kept. Okay. You know, so I forget the other two coaches' names, but we definitely kept Royal Ivey and Jacque Vaughn as the head coach. You know that. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to ask you, Big Tone, the assistant coaches, you think they matter, and let me give you a template. The reason why I think the assistant coaches matter because of someone like Jacque Vaughn, who had a lot of assistant coach experience, and Eric Spoelstra, who started from the video room. And you want to trust a guy who watches film a lot about basketball. So, yeah, that's what I'm asking you, Big Tone.
Yeah, well, of course. But you got to have that assistant coach who do due diligence, because the assistant coach, many assistant coaches sitting back there with the computer and the videos and watching real time. See, while y'all looking at the game, he's rewinding the mistakes, the hit and misses. When the players, when the players mess up, when they miss their assignment and all that, he goes back when they come to the sideline. He shows them what them hit and miss. So you got to have that assistant coach who do due diligence on that with their computer and watching what's going on in real time on that on the floor. So therefore, when the players come sit down and they take them out the game, that assistant coach shows them. It's just like football. They show them how they missed the play, how they missed the call, and everything. So you got to have that type of assistant who's on top of that. And you got to have, and I heard you before I came on, you talking about over there. You got to have that recruiter, bro.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
That's the most important. I'm telling you, that's why one of the reasons. Is many, but that's one other, and they don't get it. I'm gonna be honest with you, nephew. They do not get enough credit. That recruiter, who recruiting these players, whether from draft or from summer league,
send him a bottle of wine.
Man, he deserved every dollar plus some that he get when he really recruit, bro, because he is the backbone of your team. Now the coach with the system and the plays, but is your recruiter and the team that you put around you, and the development team that you put around you, who get these players ready to take on the schemes that the head coach put together.
Right.
So you got if they're doing hiring, man, they got to do a heavy vet. They got to do a heavy vetting, man, to make sure that they get the right assistant coaches, man, that's on the same page, man, and know their shit, and gonna do due diligence, and gonna put that 14 to 16 hours in, 18 hours in, bro. Yeah, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. See, that's the behind the scenes shit that don't get the credit. That really don't get the credit. That actually, in many cases, do more than the goddamn coach.
Right. But no, and to add to what you said, shout out to Big Tone. Go follow his shows, like and subscribe to his page. Let him know the way to find you at Big Tone and what time you on.
Yes, sir. Big Tone Open Sports Talk, baby. Now, even though, like my intro, even though it's a Miami Heat channel, we welcome all teams, all fans, man, to give y'all perspective on your team and what's happening around the NBA, man. Big Tone Open Sports, man. So even though, we start off with Miami, but I do, nephew, I'll let y'all talk about your team, what's happening around the NBA and everything. Now, I don't do all that 50 motherfuckers talk at one time and the disrespect and all that nonsense. I don't do that on my stream. You take that over there to Mookie and them and all them other streams at 50 people talking at one time. I don't play that. You get your point across and then you get the rebuttal and everybody gonna hear each other's talk. Not 50 people talking at one time and cussing each other out and all that bull crap. No, I don't do that on my stream, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Big Tone Open Sports Talk, man. Every day. I just started my afternoon evening show. I start like 3 o'clock, 3:30, and then I do my regular evening show, usually be 8:30. Now, when Miami Heat playing, I only do post. I only do post shows, because I don't come on when Miami playing. I wait till they go off and then we do the post show. So yeah, Big Tone Open Sports Talk, man. Appreciate your nephew.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Big Tone. And again, man, listen, you were the perfect person I wanted to speak to about coaching because I feel like the success of the Miami Heat has a lot to do, more than 15%, a good 40 to 45%.
Yeah.
50, maybe I won't say 50, maybe 40.
I told 45. You, I told him I go 70.
Yo, listen, I go ain't even 70. Mad at that.
Yeah, I go 70 because he controls everything.
The coaches
controls everything, right?
That
who to put in,
right. And I just wanted to say, to add to what we were saying, again, it's about Jacque Vaughn being able to hand select the coaches he want on the coaching staff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do that.
Right, the coaches he parted with was hired by Steve Nash, and he just finished the season with them. Right. So now he's in a situation where he's going to, have the option to pick who he wants on the coach team or coach staff. So I'm excited, man. But shout to Big Tom. I'm definitely pulling up to his stream later. I might do the stream later, but I'm definitely pulling up to his stream later. Hopefully, I want to see a good game. I don't know who's playing tonight, and to be honest, I'm gonna probably watch that game. And the Heat did what they were supposed to do. I don't know what happens tonight, but I'm gonna see.
Oh yeah, we going one game at a time, bro. We don't like I said, we don't look past our opponent, man. One game at a time. But I tell you this, and this is to all you Knicks fans, and you heard it here on Nephew's channel. Well, even though I said it on my channel first, but Miami win tonight. Y'all done, bro. Sweep. Is not coming back to New York. Let me make this very clear to you. Miami win tonight is not coming back to New York, bro. Sweep. I'm letting y'all know now. So the brother you say is a Knicks fan you was telling me about on his stream. What is stream, man? Because I like what's come to. You got what's the name of his stream?
It's called Nixon-ish.
Nixon-ish. Okay. All right. I'm gonna check them out because I love trolling too. Just like they love trolling me. See, I only do what they do to me too. See, oh no, you got to do it, nephew. You can't let them off the hook, bro. You got to troll because they go just like they trolled you. You can't let them off the hook. That's what these streams about. See, you can't let them off the hook, nephew. Don't let them off the hook, bro.
All facts.
Yes, sir. All right, nephew.
All right, yo,
safe out there, man. All right, babe. Peace out.
All right, peace.
Salute.
Yo, shout out to Big Tone, man. But we out of here, man. Enjoy your day. And like I said, Jacque Vaughn is moving forward and having having an opportunity to do it with an 82 game season with a new coaching staff that he could trust. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna move forward in the right direction on the same page. Not that he couldn't trust those guys, but I imagine the guys that he's gonna select will be on the same page and help him with, you know, there are no weaknesses because we are each other's strengths. I think he's building that with the new coaching core. We'll see. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Peace.
Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B